Hello my very excellent Virgos, how you going? This is your general read for June. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and anywhere in your chart that you have Virgo. Energies and time is fluid, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome in. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe if you want to. And if you're returning, hello my friends, welcome back. Lovely to have you back. Alright, I'm on a bit of a dragon kick today, so you will see what I'm talking about. Let's get into Virgo. Virgo, shine. Oh, little tomato dragon. Get your glow on. What else have we got? Versatile, because you are. I think I know what this is. Observe. Yep. I think basically what it's saying is don't be afraid to show people your versatility, because you will see then that you are not as one-directional or single-focused as you think you are. Quite often when we do something really well and it comes naturally to us, we just think that everybody can do it and that there's nothing special about it. We just, because it's so natural for us, we don't even question that whether anybody else can do it, because we just assume that they can. And I think this is telling you to realise that you are far more than what you think. You have a lot more skills and talents that aren't as common as you think, that aren't as easily achieved by others as you think they are. So just shine away, little Virgos, and then watch what happens. So let's get into this. At the bottom of the deck, the Fool. Brand new start. This is fun. Queen of Pentacles. I'll run through these and then we'll go through the story. 7 of Cups. 2 of Wands. Yep. 4 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. 3 of Cups. 10 of Swords. 10 of Cups. High Priest. And 3 of Swords. Do you know how many readings I've done with unpleasant endings, so I've kept going? Right. There's something to this. So, you've got a couple of 7s here. You've been doing what you do. Growing things, planting things, being patient, nurturing, excuse me, nurturing and you know, focusing on producing and growing your thing. Could be raising children, it could be, you know, creating something and making it. And you feel like you kind of, Queen of Pentacles, come to a place where you know what's what. You know, you're comfortable, you're stable, everything's pleasant. That's great. Really good. part of the reason is that because you don't see how the book's on the floor at her foot. You don't see the wisdom that you have to offer other people. You just see it as, you know, something you can do that's just nothing special. It's just landed on the floor, you know, whatever. The foundation of this is to take time out. Take time out. Think about what you can do, what your skills are, not even your skills, your passions. What are you passionate about? What can you do? And then look around and see if it's as common as you think. You might be surprised. You might see that Seven of Cups, that you can do far, far more than you ever imagined. You might find that the options available to you are a lot greater than you thought, because you never thought there was anything special to them. So now you kind of go, well, these are all skills and talents that I have, and I'm able to share them. But the challenge is how? What direction do I go in with this? You might have chosen a direction, Ace of Cups. You now know which way you want to go. It's in sharing some kind of love or compassion, community, something about community. There's something about helping others. Learn to float on their own. Learning to float on their own. That could be teaching people to swim. It could be counselling. It could be a diving instructor. But it's learning people to find their own way and develop their own skills. So that's what your challenge is to decide how you're going to bring this to the world. Once you do that, you're going to have celebration. This is going to be like a whoop whoop moment. And this is where I was talking about observing the reaction you get. People have realised that you're special. People have known that you have a gift, and you've just brushed it off until now. And so when you start, voicing what you want, the way you want to go, people are going to say, it's about bloody time. You've been so good at this for years. We've been trying to tell you to, get it out there for years. I'm glad you finally realised just how special you are. Have you realised just how special you are? I don't think so, because what you're not seeing is the Ten of Swords. Something has kept you from believing that you are talented. Something has kept you from seeing what you have to offer to the world, and you really need to lay that to rest. You really need to recognise that that was somebody else's bullshit, not yours. Not yours. All these people around you who celebrate you can't be wrong. They can't all be wrong. It's just, it's like one of my children had the first, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, kind of, in high high school. And when they broke up, they were broken-hearted. And it didn't matter what anybody around them said about how great they were and how wonderful they were, because one person had rejected them. That's all they focused on. So I sat down with them and I said, all right, tell me this. How can we all be wrong? How can all of us who love you and think you're fantastic and wonderful and great, how can we all be wrong? Why are you choosing to believe one person over all these other people who are all saying the same thing? It gave them something to think about, and eventually they worked it out. So ask yourself that. The advice here is the Ten of Cups, which is a big difference from the Ten of Swords, because that's what you're hanging on to, and this is what's real for you that you're not really realising. You might realise that, you know, you're very lucky. You might be very grateful to be very lucky with all these people around you. But until you let this go, this won't be truly real for you. Your hopes and fears is the High Priest. And this talks about really knowledgeable, wise leader, guide, healer, someone who's advanced in their learning, their path, and then can then give to others and help them grow. And you hope that this is really who you are. You know, deep down when you really, really want something and you really hope that that's who you are. You hope that you're not just imagining it, and you hope that other people will see it too. Your hope is that this is what you will actually be able to do, is to help people, is to lead people, show them what you've learned and help them like that. Your fear is that maybe they were right. What if they were right? Am I doing all of this and they're going to be right? I'm here to tell you that no, that's not the case. That's why the outcome is the Three of Swords. Once you finally, this is what they, you know, kind of brush over with a lot of self-growth, is when you finally see the pain you've been carrying, that you haven't realised just how deep it goes and what it actually, the wound it actually has. When you finally see it and identify it, it hurts like hell because you've been ignoring it, repressing it, suppressing it, denying it, or plain just forgotten. And so when it comes back up to the surface, it hurts. But it's like the Ten of Swords is going to cause much more damage over the long run if it's left in the unconscious than the Three of Swords will cause in the short term if you bring it to the surface. It's like ripping a band-aid off, only a bigger band-aid. And that's why so many people, when they do this, they take time out. They go within. And they do it, it's a real internal process of this healing stuff. And that's how you're going to start to see in yourself what other people have seen for a long time. Because then you'll get this, once you do this, it's like the pain all comes out and you cry. Or you swear and you know, punch a pillow, whatever you do. But once it's released, it's like this space has been left for you to then breathe and for you to then feel things that you hadn't allowed yourself to feel before. So there'll be a new kind of learning on how to love yourself. But you will learn this very quickly, because the messages will come in thick and fast. Once you start this process, it's just going to go because they want you to get through this. They want you to come through this so that you can then share what you've got to share with the people who need it. And that's the Three of Wands. So back over here with the Two of Wands, where you're deciding what you want to go, where you want to go, how you want to do this. Just know that the Three of Wands is it coming into you. This is what you've worked at coming in. And so this isn't all for naught. You will be, while you're very, you know, stable, steady, giving, generous, nurturing as you are, you're very much downplaying it. You can give and nurture and tend to so many more people once you see in yourself how special you are. All right, my loves, I hope you like this and I hope it helps. Much love as always. Bye.